We made it.
It worked. We didn't doubt it.
No, everything
it worked.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was. It was smooth. Actually,
We were just hanging out so hard that we forgot to go live at first.
Yeah, we're having like so much organized fun. That, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think they bought it, guys.
You have found your way back to Confessions of a Gamer Girl. And you know what? It's a special episode today because we're unsupervised.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we wearing cool hats?
Unsupervised.
Why aren't we wearing cool hats? We could have been wearing tissues on our noggin.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing?
Why didn't we do that? Ridiculous. But yes, it is true. I have returned. For those who have forgotten me in the month, my name is Ellie, also known as Twerking Queen. And today I've got some beautiful co-hosts with me, Shay.
What up, everyone? How are we?
And Kate, you've been my replacement over the past couple of weeks. How's that felt?
The shoes were so big to fill that I just couldn't do it, you know?
I mean, I may be tall, but my shoes.
Ellie's got big ass feet. You heard it first.
It's true. The rumors might be true, but I have been gallivanting all over the place. May has been very, very busy for me. I was first in the US for PAX East, which I can't wait to tell you all about. And then I went over to Singapore for a friend's wedding, which was equally as lovely, just a different vibe and different weather, very different weather.
Even take me with you. I'm small, Ellie. I could have fit in like a suitcase. You know this. And you didn't even take. I'm the best travel companion. I snooze and eat snacks.
It was disrespectful of me, and I thoroughly apologize.
I'll accept it this time, but if it happens again, I just don't know I can accept it. I'm sorry.
I know, but hey, at least you've been having so much fun over here. I've caught up where I can, but I'm just glad that everything's been going well, and I'm so glad, Kate, that you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, even if Doom's away getting a mohawk shaved into her head at the moment.
Yep. We decided last week, and we coerced is such a strong word, but Doom agreed in a fashion that there would be a mohawk. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I'm here for that, and I'm excited to hear it all.
There was no falter at all. She 100% committed.
Yep. Yeah. And chat is trying to tell you that you're the voice of reason, Ellie, and that you won't let that happen. And I'm trying to tell them they're foolish. You'll be right there putting the gel in the hair with us.
Thank you, Shay.
I actually think she probably brought it up. We just agreed with her that it's a good idea.
Exactly.
And just looking for a change.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And sometimes you got to do things that are a bit different. How will you grow?
That's it. Upwards in a backwards fashion.
Exactly. And I feel like she could set off some birds. I think there will be some plover attacks, but that is a sacrifice we are willing to make.
It is.
Oh, well, fantastic. I'm so excited to be caught up on that. That is a lot of fun. Well, catch me up on other things, Shay. What have you been playing lately?
Oh boy. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just was watching the indie showcase, and every game I've ever played has exited my mind as I think of the new ones. But after a month of struggling, League finally bloody works. That's right, everybody. We figured it out. It's just essentially a communication issue between Optus, which is my internet provider, and League of Legends, which is, I don't know, one of the biggest games in the freaking world. And they just weren't talking. And so what they would do is they would wait till I was in lobby, disconnect me, and say that I dodged, and therefore my rank would go down because it looked like I was dodging games, despite the fact that my internet was perfect. Nothing else had any issues. My computer is obviously beefy as shit. Like, it's fine. So I was a little cranky. And then I think actually, since you've been gone, I've on Tuesday nights I've actually started streaming with 3 other streamers. It's called AD Ha. And I hear what you're saying, Shay. Is it meant to be ADHD? No, I spelt it wrong the first time, and it's now caught on, and now it's AD Ha.
AD Ha.
Yeah, and everyone says it's really oomph. And so we've been playing Tinkerlands, which has been very, very cute. I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Tinkerlands.
Yeah, except for that time where we got a giant slime dropped on us, and then that other time where I dropped a giant crab on us. But other than that, it's been lovely.
Well, maybe stay away from giant things.
I would, but they seem to drop on us with very little input from. Well, I mean, we may have accidentally summoned them. That's not the point. Not the point. I was waiting to see how you'd react to, and I'm actually so glad that you and Kate get to be on the same podcast because Kate, I'm going to spoil your thunder. Kate was playing Xena, and her face on the camera reminded me of when you were playing Lara Croft, and you were like, "I want to love it, but Jesus fucking Christ!"
It's so hard. It's so hard. I still think about it every night when I go to sleep.
Are you sure you don't want that extra copy so you can burn the other copy?
I do.
I'm just saying. It. Yeah, just put the ashen heap next to it as a lesson.
Ooh, well, that sounds painful. So that's what you've been hacking at lately, Kate.
Oh, I finished Xena weeks ago, but we've just been going on about it because it
was that level of pain.
I finished that, and then I finished this.
Oh, you finished Rugrats?
I did. And now I'm moving on to another game, which is called. One of my friends asked me to play a game called Earthworm Jim.
Yes.
I've never played. I've heard of it. There was a 1994 version of it, and then they did other sequels and stuff, but then they remade it again in 2010. So I want to play the OG one and then play. But I think the first one was on like Sega maybe or NES.
Oh, it's pretty old school.
Like it's pretty like old, and I don't know anything about it. But it is
that's good. That's better.
Maybe next one on the list.
Yeah, I remember Worms, like the game Worms, but I don't think I remember the Earthworms unless it's of the same series and or franchise.
No, it's a bit different. This worm for some reason has leggies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't be hard about it. It's exactly as disgusting as you're imagining. But he has a laser, so it's less wormies in tanky. So I've got a like fun little fur in my eye and I hate it. Yeah, less like worm in tank and more worm shoot you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that one's on the list.
Deathly afraid of earthworms.
Oh, really?
Really, the goopy sliminess, I don't like it. That kid that found that meter-long earthworm keeps me up at night. So that's one game I'm glad for you to endeavor in, Kate. I will happily not see screenshots.
It doesn't look like a worm, okay? Like they call it an earthworm. I'm going to call this a stretched out kind of beige-looking poo with legs.
Ah, they do. That sounds like an earthworm. Yeah, okay.
It's like if you squint,
maybe.
But you gotta be squinting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing I have played lately is I played a demo today actually for a game called Therapy Simulator. So.
Oh boy, what are you trying to tell us?
Wow. The simulators never end, hey?
They don't.
I don't know that we wanted that one.
It was not bad. It's only in demo at the moment. It's like, I think it gets released the 15th of July or something. It was fun, but there was, some toxicity definitely came out of me. I shouldn't be a therapist. There was one guy that
dump him.
Well, this one guy walked in. It was like, so I cheat on every girlfriend I've ever had because I'm pretty sure I'm just like insecure and I just off the rails.
Like that's unfortunate for you, buddy. Get out.
Every negative answer I could have given him, I did. And it was just, it went toxic from there. And I was like, and that's $200. Get out. So
I've insulted you for an hour. You pay me for it. Like, cool.
I'm like fixing lives one session at a time.
Well, you're fixing someone else's life. You're not fixing his.
Yep.
Yeah, I tell you what, the simulators, they look like fun, but they're also they seem quite draining. I don't know, like, do you throw yourself into it? Like, do you fully get into it? You're like, I am now Dr. Kate. Like, thank you. Come and sit on my sofa. Don't put rings on my table.
There was a moment where I tried super hard not to be judgy because this guy came in and it gives you a little description of what they're in for. So like there was someone with imposter syndrome, there was someone who was always the victim, and then there was this guy that was a ex-criminal, and I was like, okay, it's fine, everything's fine. But then I maybe did walk around my office and double check everything was still there. I don't think the simulation goes to that extent where he could steal my stuff, but did I check that he didn't take my cute little pot plant? Yeah, multiple times.
Well, it's a cute pot plant, like I had someone in an office fuck up my pot plant one time and I was also mad afterwards. So I understand this. I understand this. Yeah. It had
Why
little
did it go
cat
through
face on it
people's head?
too. It turns out they hid it and it broke, and then they just didn't want to tell me. And I was like, I would have actually preferred you told me because I wanted to know where my cute pot plant was.
Yeah.
How do you break someone's pot plant?
It was on a shelf, like on a. I don't know. I don't have answers, but I can hard relate to what Kate's doing because, like, I'll never forget you, little potty.
Yep. He didn't take it, by the way. Like, he's fully reformed, apparently. So.
But also, you got to find out like what crime he's in for. Like, what if he wasn't in for theft? He was in for like I don't know, DV or something. Then it's like, we have a different problem.
They were like 10-minute sessions too, and I was like, we're not fixing anything.
Yeah, no, like I'm gonna look at you vaguely and no.
One guy came in dressed as a horse, and I'm like, I don't have enough. 10 minutes is weird. Just leave.
Just you've horsed around enough. Just get out of here.
I was waiting for the pun. I
did way too many dad jokes. There was why the long face. There was come on, gallop in here. It was atrocious. It was terrible.
He's there like, Doctor, I don't think you're taking me seriously, and you're like, oh really? Why would you think that?
One of them said something to me like, "Oh, that was very direct," and I was like, "Well, I don't fuck around, Karen."
His name was Stephen.
I don't even know what the name was.
Just call me Australian, but I'm not here to fuck spiders. So like,
straight to the point. Like, who would not want that for their money? But chat has said there's a few simulators going around. Hairdresser simulator, which, to be honest, it doesn't sound too bad. Storage Wars simulator. Now that's funny. No, that is interesting.
I've watched a lot of that, and it starts out like you would expect, you know, it's a storage wars, you're poor, you're like this redneck rando dude, and you're gonna go and you're gonna buy some secondhand crap, sell it on, and try and make some money. Shit gets wild. People get violent in that game. The NPCs don't, the people do. And they're like, get out of my way. And the NPC's like, I just want a bid, please. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, well, that does sound like something you would get absolutely sucked into. I mean, that's the glory of having all the simulators. Is there something there for everyone? The Power Wash Simulator being one of the most famous ones. You have Goat Simulator, Mowing Simulator. Like, you name it, simulators got you for it. So I think that's the genius. Just type into Steam Simulator and you'll find what you need. And you can't really complain. And I think that's why it's one of the best gaming seasons at the moment, which is gaming festivals, because you just look at the gaming festival of your choice and you get an onslaught of games that you can wish list or demo and play. Do you guys also like to watch any of the gaming festivals that always happen in North American summer?
Yeah, at like 6 a.m. It's fine. I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. I would like to clarify that's not happening. But I may or may not have literally been kind of running late because I didn't want to put down the one I was watching. It is a bunch of indie games. Okay, so to preface this, I want to start by saying I watched two. So last night I watched the Unreal showcase, which I was bitterly disappointed. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It was garbage. So when I say to you, very specifically, when I say to you, hi, we're going to have a showcase about The Witcher 4, Fortnite, and others, what do you think I'm going to talk about?
Well, I mean, surely The Witcher 4 and Fortnite.
Witcher.
Yeah, right.
And Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, and then maybe some other games or something, because I've said others, so yeah. No. A little bit of The Witcher. We're going to start with that to pull you in because, you know, obviously that's a big name. Everyone wants to see it. We're all keen on Siri. Let's go. Well, except for we're not going to touch it. Normal people are keen on Siri. Okay, she's cool. Until you get in there and it starts out all good. You're seeing her character model. They're showing you how she's like made up and stuff like that. Really, really awesome. We love it. Bit more of a tech demo than a game demo, but you're like, you know what? That's okay. Maybe the gameplay comes a bit later. No stress. Okay, we go in depth into like their tree system, their fabric system, and this guy who sells fish. Yeah.
Reasonable living.
Yeah. No gameplay for you though. None at all. No fight scene, even though we keep talking about it. Nothing like that. Moving on to the next game. Okay, well, you know, maybe we'll circle back. Maybe this is just the start. That's fine. It was a small segment. It's fine. We circle into Fortnite. Bit confusing. Wasn't super about Fortnite. More like where Fortnite like back-end stuff can go. So if you're just a gamer, you might not 100% understand what's happening, but there are some good tools in there for the everyday person. Then we get on to and others. You get one screen of like, I want to say 12 other games, just the pictures. And then from then on, it is all AI.
Oh.
All AI talk. It
Right.
was tech and AI, and how AI is going to voice your characters and essentially be in your games to offer additional depth. And it was literally, and it was so
additional depth. I think that's those words are triggering. I think the thing, everyone has their opinions on AI. I think we've had multiple discussions on this pod about what we think about AI and what some of our guests think of AI. But for me, when it comes to protecting the human integrity of art and culture and creativity, we can let AI take over as much as we want it to take over. Like if we don't want it to touch these certain things, but want it to touch other things to help efficiency or how we progress through projects, like
we love that.
Sure. But it just seems such a shame when it comes to like taking money out of people's pockets to use AI for things such as voiceovers. There's so many fantastic actors. You can pay like $50 to do a whole project, and they're decent. Like they're not,
like good. Oh no,
Yeah,
I've paid $50 before when I needed to get a voice actor for an advertisement. So this was very specifically a voice acting, an advertising voice actor. She nailed it. Like first take, beautiful, no questions, gave me all the audio files I needed. Like this is the people that want to do this. They're so they're so keen. And instead we're getting AI to do it instead of my vacuuming or my dishes.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting a computer to do what we should be forcing. Like I get it stems back to money and things like that and time, but come on, we need to kick that to the side and say, Soza, this is how we need to create integrity within, for this example, the gaming
and
developing
it's why we've got like so many of the people like voice actors and things for the games industry striking still at the moment. Because they're like, no, we don't want this. We don't want you A, to be able to copy our likeness, but B, to just kick us out of a job because you got AI to do it. This is foolish. So I watched that, and I'm not going to lie, bitterly disappointed. And then I saw only half of the, I think it's Mixfest. I am already blown away. The indie games that I am seeing come out, the experimentation, the art styles, the new things they're trying, and then the old things they're reimagining and making fun again. I'm so impressed. I really feel that indie games this year have absolutely taken the cake. There's very few AAA games this year that I would pick over an indie game.
Yeah.
What have you guys been watching?
Indie games for sure.
Yes. Ellie, with all your traveling, have you had time to like check stuff out?
I definitely saw several really cool indie games at PAX. I was beelining. I'm like, I swear they need to have a PAX Rising, because that is personally my favorite part of PAX Oz, is heading on over to PAX Rising. It's just always so fun. The developers there always happy for a chat. It's just a really beautiful like little community, and I just think that they deserve all the praise and appreciation in the world. I do notice that there's not a lot of the horror game genre just at PAX at all. Both times I've been to different countries, because I think it's like a mix of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons, I reckon, it's because they're protecting young kids, because there's a lot of young kids when it comes to the weekend sessions. And if you walk by playing something that's like gory or maybe has nudity or people are swearing, like it's really not a safe space for younglings. And PAX is a fantastic place to get young kids into video games, cosplay, or the like.
Families. Yeah, when families come in like their joint outfits, I'm like, you're doing family right, dude. I love it. I love it so much.
And I do believe that it should say family friendly like that. I did speak to another PAX goer saying, would you support an over 18 area, that it's kind of like a little booth kind of further back that, more explicitly those little nasty games. Yes,
But, like,
definitely not
honestly,
safe for work, those sorts of things. And
Although I
also, it would be
wonder-
fun, like always looking, and then you're like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 18. I finally get to go back there. And then you're 18, you get to go
and it's
back
just
there.
scary shit. It's not even
Yeah.
sexy stuff. It's just spookies.
Yeah.
Although I
Just
wonder,
jump
right?
scares.
I'd love to see. I don't know if this already exists, and maybe I'm just missing it. But like a games fest, like some sort of presentation specifically for horror. Because
Yeah.
that could be a really good way to like actually get people seeing those games without necessarily having to accidentally show that to kids. And some kids are more sensitive than others. Some are going to look at that and be like, haha, and other kids are going to look at that and have a lifelong trauma. So yeah, maybe just like an online
Definitely an
showcase would be sick.
underrepresented part of
Yeah.
the industry for sure.
Definitely.
Well, funny you say that because there is kind of one coming up.
Oh, really?
It's the summer. I believe it's the. Oh no! Is it
Yeah, Summer Horror Fest.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the horror. I'm thinking of Future Games Show Summer Showcase, and that's going to have a bunch of Blumhouse games announcements, and they're really exploding onto the scene of horror games. I've actually been beta testing one of their co-op horror games with a few friends. I'm not at liberty to discuss it. Apparently, I'm allowed to say that I'm trialing it and kind of like what it's about, which is just you work with your and is one where you do have to work with your friends, otherwise you're like stuffed. And that was like super fun. But I am really keen for this Future Games Show because Blumhouse is having several new trailers for their games, and they specialize in horror games. But yeah, Fear the Spotlight was one of their titles, and that was so much fun. I just can't wait to see what they bring, really. But Summer Games Fest in any way is like a big yes for me. A couple of years ago, so I think 2023, I had my tiny bestie, so I was up all hours of the night. So I got so much festival watching because I would be like, what is playing tonight? Gotcha. Yep. It's 3 a.m. I'm tuning into this one. So I was able to listen and watch to so many. This year, I don't have this winter for us. I don't have that luxury, so I'm going to catch after 7 a.m. ones. But that for me, Future Games is definitely it. I know PlayStation was tomorrow morning is the PlayStation Direct, so that would be really fun. Has there been any standouts for you yet, Kate?
Not really. I'm kind of in a similar boat where the time frames just don't line up for me to be able to catch a lot of them. Like if I do, then I'm a zombie for the day with the kids. So I tend to retrospectively catch most stuff, try and catch up later and things like that. Obviously the bigger ones I try and get especially if I know something's coming up that I want to see, but for the most part I'm out. I'm asleep, and that's just
I rewatch mine later as well because there's just not a chance. Like I can maybe stay up till 3 a.m., but I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. It's a very big difference.
Yeah, no.
But no, yeah, I just catch them later. Like it would be cool to be, part of the chat as it's going, but at the same time,
it's
I
such
don't
a
think I can
fast-paced
offer
moving chat
anything.
too, though. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like
I almost disagree with you there, Shay. Some of them are so toxic and just exhausting. Like the bigger ones, especially the fast pace is fast paced, but like they can be so toxic with complaining and sounding like wussy babies and never happy. And they're like, man, everything's been an L. And you're like, get over yourself. Like you think that this particular
this
thing
is so woke
for you. The woke one, don't even give a start. If you're commenting that live, you deserve all the hate comments coming to you. Pathetic, get over it. Oh my God, there's a woman in a video game.
You've had to see a woman? You had to see a woman?
Yeah, no, ridiculous. But yeah, the toxicity that I found is quite present within those really, that the live chat is too much because I like to see people getting hyped for stuff. Like, there's so much stuff for me personally that's not for me. Like, I don't really like the anime games. And so sometimes I find that there's like full sections where it's like 4 games in a row that's like that anime style that's not really for me. Yeah. And so I just kind of like, I'll just watch. And then you have people swinging in and they're just running their mouths. I was like, why do you think it's beneficial for you to bring such negativity to the community? I just don't understand it. Like, sure, you could say like, oh, that kind of doesn't live up to my expectations or, something like that. But do you have to always be like Suki La lying. That's my issue with it.
No, there was a few games I was watching for the mixed one as well, and they weren't my cup of tea. But like, I could honestly sit there and appreciate the art style. I could appreciate the skill that went into building them. Like, sure, I might not want to play it, but clearly somebody does. And even if somebody, it's still impressive that it was made.
I find that at PAX Rising a lot too. Like, a lot of the games are not tailored towards what I would play, but I can sit there and talk to the developer and see how much they've put into it, and it makes me go, look, I'm at least going to sit here and hear what you've got to say, because I can see the love and the effort and and there's so much put into these games. I can still appreciate it, even if it's not a style I'll play. You know?
Yeah. And just the passion and how excited they are to just talk about their project, which is absolutely fantastic. I came across one that was like kind of relatively spooky. Like, it wasn't a horror theme, but it was like a spookiest game. So I was watching, and I'm a bit funky. I don't really like demoing the games at places like that, which I know a lot of people love, because I just find it's very distracting. I'm trying to concentrate on a game. A developer's trying to talk to me. There's people lining up behind me. There's always people walking by. I feel rushed because there's people lining up to want to play. Like, it's just not the environment that I want to like really sink my teeth in demo games. So I like to watch somebody else play, like a little creepster, and take one of their cards so I can either wish list it or demo it when you get home, sort of thing. But I spoke to this one developer, and he was so passionate, and it was just him and a bunch of students. And it's really crazy to me that, I mean, not only am I very past uni age, but that there's younger folk like that, uni age kids, demoing and showing off their game at PAX. Like, that's pretty crazy, and they're so keen on it. And it is quite funny because I'm part of the Discord. I like jumped on straight away on the Discord, and this was not PAX last year, PAX year before. And they were like, yeah, we're going to have the demo up like a month past PAX. Like, we can't wait. It's still not up. It's still not up. So I won't share out the game. I don't want to read them for filth, because I still am a part of that Discord because I'm excited for when it jumps up. And I also just want to, even if I didn't get onto it, I want to support an indie developer so they know that there's people, keen and supporting in the background, and we'll spread the word. But yeah, it's funny that it hasn't kicked off the ground yet. But I'm just stoked that they had the chance to be there, really, and it doesn't matter if they're developed or not.
That's what I think is so good about the PAX Rising section. Like, I went to PAX in 2023, and I spoke to a really young girl during one of the meetups, just in a networking kind of environment. And she was like, "Oh, I'm making this game, and I'm really hoping to get some funding behind it." And the next year she was in PAX Rising, and I was like, "What?" And her game was there, and she was developing it. And I walked past and I double took, and I'm like, "Hang on a minute." And sure enough, this young girl that was like 19 years old, she had made this game, gone and busted her ass and gotten funding from multiple places, and there it was. And I was like, that's why PAX is great. PAX Rising is like, for me, PAX Rising is the heart of it.
So you guys know what I do for work. I'm a senior lecturer in games and animation, and obviously I don't say where I work, but you'll notice that there are students there from a variety of universities who showcase their games. One of those universities is the one I work at, and seeing one of our students up there, because we do a competition and everything like that, everybody submits, and you could be a current student, you could be a student who's graduated in the last like couple of years, doesn't matter, as long as you're either currently with us or you're alumni, and you go into the competition to actually get to showcase your game there. And it makes an astounding amount of difference for the students' confidence. Even if, they can't quite get the demo off the ground or anything like that, it's okay. It's their first time demonstrating like a professional level game. So all good. And we like to remind them that people are there genuinely because they're excited. They're not there to judge you. They're not there to pull you down. They're not there to tell you can't do it. In fact, quite the opposite. People are going to get behind you because you're so new at this, and you're so keen anyway. And I love it. I love seeing the confidence boost. I love seeing what it encourages students to push forward. And just like how excited they are to be there as well. So it's good.
Yeah, that passion is, kind of what we need to keep it all alive. I mean, circling back to AI with all of that sort of thing happening,
these are the people you're kneecapping. These people.
Yeah, you kind of see the grassroots about the passion and things. And what are these folk going to do if we get booted out of the role, really? Like I have a day job and then I have freelance jobs, and they're all different levels of creativity. I couldn't imagine if AI took over creativity. Like I think I would literally go mad. Like I do paid and unpaid creative ventures, and it's almost like I can't get enough. Like I don't do anything that isn't some element of creation because my brain won't shut up. Like my brain's got to do, my brain's got to make. And I just couldn't imagine where we would go without it. And I think that's why I have so much respect for developers like that too, because I don't think I could do what they do, like the art style. And I met at PAX East one of the art directors, and he was talking about the lighting in the game. And I don't code. I don't look at the back door of what we use on the computer or anything like that. So hearing that side of the industry, and he was so passionate and he was so knowledgeable, and he was, I'm going to roughly guess, like in his 40s. So he had been in the industry for a long time, and he's seen like the different technology developments and where we go as a society. He's probably been to multiple companies. It's just really fascinating to see and hear about something that I probably would never have thought about before. And we've had a guest on here, like a digital set dresser, and they were talking about trees, like how they designed a beautiful, stunning tree and no one would notice, but they spent weeks on this one tree.
And how Hannah's eyes lit up when she spoke about it. She was like, oh, that's my tree. And it's like, oh, okay, no, that's the joy we want to see.
Yeah, and it's
the thought
so
of
fascinating.
AI just wiping all that out for the sake of a couple of bucks, and it's all well and good because all the big CEOs and all the people higher up are going, oh, but money, 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 and then in 10 years' time we're going to be going, well, where's the art gone? Well, it's too late now, but you got money, money, money. So and then people will just be begging for real stuff. Again.
I think at that point, like indie games will emerge even stronger because indie games are the ones who don't really use AI. If they do, it's a little bit, and for a lot of the part, they don't want to because they do it for the joy of making the game. And if AI is just going to do the job for you, then where's the joy? So I think indie games are going to be where it's at for a while, especially while this AI stuff's getting worked out and people are getting cut out of jobs that they have had for years.
Well, with money kind of getting funneled into the gaming community, it kind of gets funneled in different directions, whether that be indie games, or at the moment we've been seeing a lot of live action remakes and inspired by creations. Hot topic, The Last of Us, massive hot topic previously. But what was announced today is the Phasmophobia movie coming. I didn't see, I think it might be next year, or maybe they're starting production, something like that. No official word, but I would love to know what you guys think of a Phasmophobia film, because I think that it's such a basic, I mean, I say this with love, basic game, basic premise game that you can keep playing and playing and playing. What way would they go unless it's just paranormal investigating to make a film?
Are we just giving Conjuring vibes to the game, or what are we like? Are we just giving a family?
I think that's what they could do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad.
No, because like what they did to get that game was they broke down essentially the format of horror films and went, okay, so what is it that, like, why would you be in there in the first place? What are you doing? What are you fighting? And that's through breaking down things we've already seen. So other horror games, mostly movies and things like that. So putting it back into movie format, I don't think that's hard, but I think making it different and interesting is what will be hard, because you're right, it is basic. It's fun. Basic doesn't mean bad, but it is quite straightforward.
You'll go in there with a family that has all the tools out in the shed, and they've got a I don't know.
I'm going to get eaten by the lady who comes down the stairs backwards again, okay? She's going to shut the door on me and I'm going to get eaten. I mean,
I can see how they could do it, but you're right. Like, how? They're going to have to develop a family or something, and
it's always a family. Usually a family has moved to a new house and they're like, we're getting haunted and we don't know what. I want to see one where like someone just pissed off grandma so she came back and they're like, no, we've lived here for 20 years. This is a new haunting. And they're like,
Yeah.
Who do you annoy? Like,
Why
Yes.
is it always a new family? Like,
yeah,
come on.
yeah. Like, it's got to
it's
start
always
somewhere.
it's always the same family, right? Like, oh, we
Mhm.
just came across this really nicely priced house and it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
What are the chances?
And nobody has died here because the realtor didn't say they had. And it's like,
Yeah.
go check some fucking records. What are you doing? Jesus Christ.
Literally the next scene they get on, get on the internet and there's the news articles everywhere and they're like,
Terrible
"Oh my
fire.
god." Like, you didn't
The
Google the
kids are
house before you bought it?
Yeah,
the kids
yeah.
are talking about it at school. You live in the creepy house. What do you
Exactly.
mean? And then,
But
and then they
nobody
talk-
knew.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it is by Blumhouse, which is my
Okay.
babes.
Okay. No.
My babes at Blumhouse, which I would love if they collaborated with Atomic Monster, which is James Wan, who did Saw. That's his company. And James and Jason, the JJs, are besties. They come together and create lots of films together, actually. So Phasma, I think, has a chance. I mean, I was very, very excited for Until Dawn. I even scoured the internet to try and go to the premiere, which COAG alumni Lishi was so kind to invite me along to see the premiere. So that was so much fun. But I will say about it is it a good horror movie? Yes. It's not a bad horror movie. It's not a bad horror movie. Is it a fantastic horror movie? Sorry, it isn't. Is it an Until Dawn movie? I'm sorry, it is not. And it was the only, I mean, spoiler alert, I'm going to say some things. If you haven't seen it, don't listen. You've had enough time though. What are you doing? The ending ties it together to Until Dawn. I won't mention what it is, but you're waiting to the end to see how it ties. We all know Dr. Hill is in it, who is from Until Dawn, but you don't really know his position and things, and you don't know what he has to do with it. But he's in Until Dawn, and then the very, very end, it ties in. And I don't know. I appreciate the filmmaking side of it because they were very true to what we've been talking about tonight. They wanted to bring it back to old school horror. They didn't want to do CGI. They didn't want the Wendigos to be, very starkingly different to the surroundings. They had lots of costumes, lots of makeup. I really appreciate that from a craftsmanship element, but I can't help but compare it to, say, Alien, because they were also in costumes. They were people in costumes, but they were so animalistic that you wouldn't ever know unless you're like me and you're an Alien nerd. They didn't really hit that note with the Wendigos. They just gave The Walking Dead. They just gave people in a costume. They weren't like crazy runaway. And I think that was the soul of Until Dawn for me, the scariness of these Wendigos. You got to learn about this cultural icon. Well, maybe I shouldn't use icon because the culture is actually very afraid of them. This cultural, spooky little friend. You got to learn about them. And I think it was just not executed very well. Kate, had you seen it? Do you have opinions?
No, I haven't. Which is unlike
Have you played
me,
Until Dawn?
I haven't. No.
Kate.
No. I know.
And you're my replacement in my big shoes. And this is what I get.
That's what I said. I said they're too big. I can't do it.
It's
The
true.
Until Dawn's at the front where your toes hit and everything.
Yeah, no.
Are they clown
I mean,
shoes? Maybe
I've
they're clown
watched it,
shoes.
but I haven't played it.
Maybe.
I've watched the gameplay through, but I haven't
Oh,
played
that
it.
still counts. That's good.
Yeah.
That definitely still counts. I feel like that's almost borderline listening on Audible versus reading. You're still participating in the plot. You're just not.
I didn't make the decisions, but I watched the decisions be made.
Yes, very, very true. What wasn't necessarily what you were going to pick. Who knows? But you're enjoying the journey nevertheless.
Exactly.
You're being forcibly taken on. Get in the car,
Yeah.
we're going.
I'm judging the person playing the game.
Did they have dictation? Did they talk their way through, or did you watch someone that was silent so you got the movie experience?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does add a bit. But I used to watch PewDiePie's one over and over because I thought he was so funny. PewDiePie back in the day used to be so funny. And he just made me laugh with Until Dawn. And it's stuck in my head all these years later because it's very, very old. His playthrough is when Jessica, the pretty blonde girl that's meant to be the hot girl of the group, they zoom up on her jeans too much. I'm sorry, I've got to say it. They zoom up on her bottom in her jeans too much. Anyway, when they would do that, he used to sing booty, booty, extra smoothie. And now it's like forever stuck in my head. Like that's all I sing, like booty, booty, extra smoothie. Like it's just stuck in my head. And I think it's just cultural for this point.
No, I love it. I also had to watch it through because unfortunately you guys know the drill. Motion sickness, even when we don't expect it. I think I actually watched Jacksepticeye play it. And you know that man is funny as hell. Like, I can't remember... Honestly, from his videos, what I take away is yelling. And some screaming when he does get jump scared. I've also watched Rico play through it and stuff like that. So, yeah, the Until Dawn, nah, keen. But I haven't seen the film. Although, if we are on films, the makers of Talk to Me have released Bring Her Back, which is meant to be absolutely horrific. So, while it's not a game film, it is Aussie, and I'm so keen. I'm so keen.
Oh my. Yeah.
We'll have to definitely see that and chat because I've heard that it's Spooky Doodle, and I was watching. It was just before Until Dawn and the trailer came on, and after the movie, didn't even text my friends who are like, I have a little horror group chat with a few of my friends that all of our partners don't watch horror, so we all book in dates every month to like watch a horror night together. Didn't even tell them about Until Dawn. I just texted them, this is what we've got to go and see. Like we have got to go and see Take It Back. So it's definitely something that I'm going to jump on. But that's what I'm hoping with the Games Festival is something I can sink my teeth into with horror. Because I don't know, I think I've just finally admitted to myself that that's my genre. That's what I really enjoy. There's nothing wrong with beelining for it. I mean, heck, I've finally made my return to streaming on Monday night. I played Zombies and I was like, I'm not getting jump scared for once.
Was it uncomfortable?
Who am I?
You're like, I don't understand. Although I did watch one of your Zombies get yeeted into like the atmosphere, so
they did. By the pizza man. He really he doesn't fuck around. Oh no, he was a picky bitch. I didn't know the premise until one of my followers pointed out that like you have to get all like 600, I don't think actually there's 600, it's a 400 Zombies from the start to the end. So you have to keep playing it continuously, going through all the different pathways to get like 400 Zombies to the end town where you will then become like a town. So you, and I'll have you know, you play 16 Zombies at a time, 16.
Wow. See, as a kid, right, I remember jumping on the game and having absolutely no idea what I was doing. Occasionally, I accidentally succeeded. I didn't know how. I just tried, and I was like, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it didn't throw them, so.
It's just a lot of pattern recognition. It really is. And it did make me realize that I now know why that game was in primary schools and accessible for children to play.
Yes.
Dare I say mildly unsupervised, because I remember mainly playing it like wet day and tide table where there's no teacher over your shoulder sort of thing.
Yep.
And it was a lot of pattern recognition, a lot of like trial and error, like genuinely like really good lessons for small children. And now that Rico pointed out to me that it was remastered, I was blind to it. I was just like, oh, this is just what Zombies look like, because it looked like that to me when I was a kid. Yep. So I thought that it was just the same. When no, honey, you played with like 3 pixels back in 2004.
Totally. It was like squares you could see. I was talking to him about it and I was like, yeah, they've remastered it. It's back on Steam and everything. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it came out recently. I don't know. And he was like really intense about it. And I was like, oh, cool. We seem to have both had the same issue trying to prove to people that game existed because we couldn't explain it properly. A little blue man that I have to like get through puzzles.
Yeah,
what is
creatures with no arms. And I've had the Zombies because I went through a phase where I was trying to find games from my childhood and Zombies was one of them. And I've had that sitting there. And I played it briefly, but it was kind of like The Sims. You pick it up, you drop it. Yeah. They were in my my Steam library, and I was like, I feel like just playing something unhinged, just out of pocket.
Yes.
And Zumbinis was there because I also was talking about Happy Land. Did either of you play Happy Land?
No.
Happy Land, you play as a little doggy and you have to, it's like a platformer, side scroller, and you have to jump through and collect the little people. Oh, they're not people though, they're little like creatures, and you have to free them, and then you go through the land and you free them, and then they follow you, and you can accidentally kill yourself or kill them.
I do know this game.
Actually, one that I did see recently, again, motion sickness, so I'll get my ass kicked. But have you guys seen The Midnight Walk?
Yes, I saw that in one of the festivals whenever it was released, like ages ago, and I was like, that's something I want to play. And I'm so glad that it's got hype, because I am cheap and I only want to buy stuff that is actually good. So I like to hear when people froth it, because I'm like, I must. Someone called it like a cozy horror game. They're like, oh, this is so cozy. I love this horror game. And I messaged my friend who runs Quest Daily, Julian, and I was like, Julian, is this an oxymoron? She's just called it like a cozy horror game. Like, what?
No, it's like how do I put this without? Because I'm not spoiling this one. This one's new. People haven't had a chance. We will not have spoilers on this one. You will absolutely get the shit scared out of you, but you will absolutely have cozy, wholesome moments. And it's strange to have in the same game. Now, keep in mind, it's stop motion. It is absolutely gorgeous. It gives it just 110% Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. Okay, we're talking the cute monkey houses. We're talking like really fascinating characters, and some of them really, really cute. Other ones, not sure you should look too closely. You'll find out. I would 110% recommend playing it. I'm watching a playthrough and I'm nearly all the way through, and this is a 4-hour playthrough, and I've just been watching nonstop. And I'm totally okay with that. I'm invested enough, and I'm so interested in the progression and the character development. That's right. Character development. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
Well, there you go. And is this something you've just been playing in your free time off stream?
No, this is something I've been watching a playthrough for. So I started watching it because I was like, okay, can I? Because much like you, I don't want to buy a game I can't play. So I'll often watch playthroughs first. It's like, will this make me sick? Am I going to be able to play this? And in all honesty, for me specifically, I think it will make me unwell. But that's because I have very intense motion sickness. For anybody else, I don't think it'll do that to them. I think they'll be fine. So
what about those glasses? Have we asked you about those glasses before? And they're like round, and then they have the liquid. No, they have the liquid in them, and it's meant to be good for motion sickness because the liquid will stay still, and then so your brain has some sort of level of stability with it.
Have you seen them? No, I haven't. I could try them out, but because my motion sickness
geeky as hell.
Oh yeah, they would. I imagine they would look great.
But
they go with the ears.
No, because mine's tied to my colorblindness, I don't think I can actually do anything to correct it.
That's hard.
Like, to try maybe a little bit, you know? Like, if anyone's got a spare bit of color vision that they want to chuck my way, I'll take it. I'm okay with that. Yeah. If you're not using it, I can take that from you. I don't know how we're going to install it, but we'll find a way. Imagine, I'd be unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable. And probably I would never see outside again, but that's not the point.
Imagine all the games you could play. You could finally take on the spiders of Hogwarts Legacy.
No, that's not colorblindness. That's just arachnophobia. That's different.
I was going to say, talking about how she uses the arachnophobia setting with the blobs.
Oh, absolutely.
And then she just fights blobs. And it's laughable because, you know, I go, haha, it's a video game. But if you presented me with lifelike, I was going to say gummy worms then because I'm just hungry. Earthworms.
Yep.
I don't think I could do it. So yeah, Kate, you've kind of.
I won't tag you in
my ears.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite pixelated.
Like, I played a game today that jump scared me. It jump scared me enough for me to stare at the camera and abuse the developer a little bit. But
like,
I even said, when I finished making the video, because it was another one where they gave me a key for it, and I was like, I looked at the camera and I was like, that was a cheap shot, jump scare, and you know it.
Did you love it?
I'm scared.
Did you love it?
It was good. It was it's one of those games where it's again, it was early access and it was kind of like I can see where you're going with this. I think it's called Meganaut and it's not available yet for demo or anything. I see the vibe he's going for. And he's a solo developer from Canada and it's basically his second game he's developed and I'm like I get what you're getting at, but at the same time super like slow and I'm kind of like I'm pushing the button harder thinking it's going to make me progress quicker and it's not. So that was probably my one takeaway was like I get where you're going at it. It's good. Your jump scare was cheap, you know it was. And but you got me. You got me. And the atmosphere was good. They built it up well. Like it has potential basically. But
that's good. Atmosphere is one of the hardest things to build in games. So if they're on that, they're on the right path.
Oh, the whole time I was like, I know a jump scare's coming. I know a jump scare's coming. Jump scare. Yep, you got me. Even though I knew the whole time it was coming.
You got me.
Yeah.
I hate you. Yeah. I do. I hate you. You got me.
100%.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Still sucked into it. Have you played Unknown Tapes? That's another good jump scare one because I feel like that's the same. That atmosphere was amazing because I don't know how the heck they do it because, again, I don't know the backdoor techie stuff, but they make the sound like almost like come from behind me. And like I thought it would depend, on your headset because this headset that I wear is quite good. I do really like it. I do have a better headset that I won in a charity competition, but the downside is it's wired and they're a bit tighter to my head because they're pink. I think they're a bit smaller for lady heads, but I have just a gender neutral normal head. So it's a bit too tight.
Noggin.
They're a bit too tight. So, and then it bothers me because then it like hits my jaw anyway. I was too afraid to even think about switching to that because I was like, if these ear headsets are that good with this sound, I don't want to know what like my good headset sounds like. And it just built this absolutely fantastic sort of atmosphere that I'm like, do I keep like I'm genuinely scared. Like I don't normally get that freaked out. And it was just waiting. It was waiting until I got that jump scare and I thought I was safe. And then it just it would keep happening. Yep. And whether or not it was like cheap, I don't know because I mainly think of the Raptors, how you would do something and they would come from nowhere because you could almost argue like that's a given. It's probably going to get everyone. It's a bit of a cheaper one.
How they would like sort of what do you call it? I think that's how they hunt anyway. Like they do come from nowhere because they were quite small and then very fast and just they're there all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
No. But I just love jump scares, so I was okay with it.
Yeah, I do too. And I do love that atmospheric build up. Like the whole time I was walking down through this sort of corridor and I'm like, I can hear you. I hear you. I hear the sounds. I hear you're building up that music. I hear it. And then I'm like walking along. Everything's fine. Oh, the music's fading away. Jump scare. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You built me up. I was ready. I was locked in. I was listening. You waited. And then
that sound thing you're talking about, Ellie, that can actually be achieved with like a cheap set of headphones. It's all in like what you do with your game. It's actually not confined to the type of headset you've got. That being said, you are right. The better the headset, obviously, the better the sound. The more scary, the more spook. So it's actually something that can be done reasonably easily. It's something I did when I put together a VR experience because I had gnomes laughing around you and you had to track the gnomes by their sound in VR. So you had to go hunt them down. And so, of course, I needed it to come through, wherever your gnome has spawned and you've got to go find it. And when a gnome drops behind you and cackles, I promise you it's scary. You're like, you're like, stop. All annoying. So I can imagine dinosaurs with a roar. You're like, I'm going to turn off my bass now and I'm going to leave. Thank you. I'm out.
But I think like little techie bits and bobs like that, like really make it. I truly think they do. They really make it. It's quite beautiful, really. It's just like I wouldn't have thought that would kind of contribute to my emotion. And I think it's the same with more beautiful games too, something that looks absolutely fantastic on screen and they add like the most beautiful soundtrack. It just really contributes to the immersivity. That's probably not a word. Immersiveness.
Yep.
I don't know.
Immersiveness or immersion. Yep.
Immersion, that's the word. And I think a lot of people play games for those sorts of things. You want to kind of get out of the everyday hustle and bustle in life, and however you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed, or
Dude,
you
if
just
I'm
want
anxious or,
to
like, overwhelmed,
unwind.
I would much prefer to go fight a dinosaur, dude. I'm keen. Like that I can solve, right? That I can solve, or I can turn it off when it gets too much. Life, I can't solve that, and I can't turn it off. So I'll play my video games, and it will help me regulate, and then I can go back and I can handle the big scary situations outside that unfortunately don't involve dinosaurs. Arguably, they could be improved with dinosaurs.
Yeah,
For now.
I always find that
Well,
the
that's
music
my
and
thought.
stuff too will change whether or not I like the game as much, for
Oh,
sure. Like
100%.
some
If
of
it's
the music
annoying,
that they bring into it, even today playing that therapy simulator, at one point I stopped and I was like, man, this soundtrack is just giving Shire, and I'm all here for it.
yeah.
Like, it's just
Get out. I would stay at my psychologist clinic longer if they had Shire music playing.
exactly.
I would too. I'd be like, excuse me, sorry. I know we don't ask personal questions. Are you a nerd? Can you?
Are you a
This is
nerd?
not an insult. I'm trying to find fellow nerds. I have blue hair, literally. Come on.
Mm.
And then, you can have metaphors in therapy, and it's just going to be all like, Lord of the Rings or fantasy related. Like, oh, do you remember when so and so did this? Well, that's very similar to what you're facing at the moment. And I feel like that would help more of us, really.
Yeah. I'd
I'd
be
be cool
explaining
with
my
that.
day and they'd be like, "This is really feeling a lot like Mordor." I'd be like, "Yep,
Exactly. I'd be
nailed
like,
it."
honestly, right on, right on. I'm
Remember
not
that
delivering
time
nothing, but
we're on the side of the mountain, there was lava and shit? That was today.
yeah,
Yeah,
the lava
that
was
was
the
today.
problem. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it was
Mm.
very lavery problem. I'd get behind that. I feel like that'd be a
Yeah.
great tool for communication.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell
yeah.
my
Do you
therapist.
feel like 11sies too? Like, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an element of connection. And I think that's what gaming is just beautiful connection.
I
So,
want 11.
Shay, tell us the rest of the week, how are you bringing connection to yourself and your community?
Well, I'm bringing connection by doing the unspeakable for my community and getting up early on a Sunday so that I can co-stream the Frosty Games Festival. So that is going to be fan-fucking-tastic. I'm very excited for it. I am getting up at 9 a.m. Well, actually, no, I'm getting up earlier because I have to get ready, but I'll be on stream at 9 a.m. Now, guys, I want you to know, I want you to understand, I'm not Shay at 9 a.m., okay? And this isn't about coffee. It's just not,
I
it's not
actually
about that,
can't
okay?
wait to
Coffee
see
is going
Shay
to
at
help
9
me.
AM.
No, you're going to see like teary-eyed bags underneath, like, the fuck you say to me? And it's going to be, you're going to be like, Shay, are you all right? Do you need food? I'll be like, no, I just need to not exist for another 4 hours. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fantastic. So it's going to be a double stream day on Sunday. I'm also getting ready for my next market, which I'm terrified of, but it's going to be fun. This one is a bigger one called KaiCon, and it's going to be an evening market that specializes in assisting people with sensory issues. So lights will be dimmed. There's not going to be massive loud music or anything like that. So hopefully it's going to be a con, dare I say, that maybe doesn't overstimulate people as much. I will report back though. That's in 2 weeks, and I'm not saying that I'm fucking terrified. I'm just saying that what if the nice anime people judge me? I don't know.
It's
They
right there in the
won't,
title. Nice.
Well, that's my thought, right? But my anxiety's like, but what if? So
Well,
there
I
you go.
think if it's in the title, you're allowed to just,
Yeah.
smother them.
Exactly. Well, this is valid. I'd be like, you didn't fit within my title, so I'm so sorry, Kate.
Literally in the title. So.
Yeah. I'll call you up. I'll be like, Kate, you're gonna have to tell them the like terms and conditions, and I'll just turn the phone.
We
and
literally told you be nice. So
yeah, it was like this is the one rule. So yeah, honestly, more streaming, having a fantastic time doing that, and more art, and just generally being a lot more creative. I actually got a sewing machine today. I'm gonna make my first ragdoll.
Stop, holla. I love my sewing machine. I'm obsessed with her.
Wait,
She's
can
my
you see
best
it?
friend.
I made a bunny. I made a little bunny. I love him. And now my next one is going to be for those who know their early 2000s cartoons, Ruby Gloom. I'm going to make a Ruby Gloom ragdoll. So that's me sorted. That's me. I'm good. I'm happy. Next is Coraline. Okay, let's face it.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Yeah.
No. Oh my God. Yes.
Well,
Kate,
you're a
what you gonna
busy
do?
gal.
God, I am. I hate that. Gross. I'll never do it again.
yeah, stop. We'll see you at 9 a.m.
Don't threaten me. I thought
So it sounds like Kate's catching it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be there.
Well, wait, are you co-hosting or are you going to come and like cheer me on because I'm going to look like I'm
cheer
dead?
you on. Yeah.
Oh, actually, as well, Rico's doing the Spanish translation for all the subtitles.
Oh.
So that's really cool as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got involved because he applied, but they had somebody, and then somebody dropped out literally this evening. And just before I came on, he like 6 minutes beforehand, he's like, "Oh, I just got this email. Oh, I have to get it done in 48 hours."
Oh,
Okay. And I'm like, "Oh, I hope you fast." So yeah, we're gonna do our best to make sure we can help out as much as possible, and it's gonna be a good weekend. Yeah.
nice.
Kate, what are you up to?
Oh, well, actually, on the note of creativity, more recently I've started drawing again, which I used to do a lot of. And so today, actually, I bought one of those light boards that you can sit
Yes.
and draw on because it makes it a bit easier. So I did that, and I bought some proper pencils and stuff, and not ones that my kids have taken and ruined. And so
Classic.
I'm gonna do a little bit more of that and a little bit off the computer, but obviously I'll still be playing the something gym game, and I'll probably try. There's another simulator game that I've got there that it's ridiculous. It's about making wraps or sandwiches or something. I don't know. I'm just giving it a go, giving them all a go.
Hey, listen,
I think that's the
you gotta
fun.
try them to find the
Yeah.
fun ones, because some of the ones who sound the most boring are the absolute most hilarious.
Oh,
And
100%.
it's just like, oh,
Mm.
damn, you know what? You're right. This is funny as fuck. My bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the plan. A little bit more
Yeah.
chill, I think. Everything's been so go for about a month and a bit, and I just want to chill a little bit, take a breath.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to bring it back down, kind of just drop a bit of a level and relax. And I think I'm on the same page as that as well. Like my last several weeks have just been very go all over the place. So I'm
All
kind of
over
just
the world.
reevaluating. Sorry?
All over the world.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. I had 7 flights in a week and a half. It was a lot. Like it was a lot. When I tell you my compression tights were essentially glued to me, I didn't get deep vein thrombosis, so that's a good time. So my compression tights did well, but because of all the fun, I think I'm kind of taking that level sort of to more relaxing. I'm going to see where I'm at with what I want to do with my streaming and if I want to start any new games. Like I'm just not going to pressure myself into anything.
Yeah.
So I'll see where I want to pop up around the internet. If I still want to take a little more of a winter hibernation, I might do that too. But I am definitely super excited to be back with the pod. So it's been nice to chat to you ladies tonight.
Honestly,
Lovely.
I think if anyone ever says anything, hit them with the 7 flights in 1 week. If they don't shut down immediately, I don't know what kind of human that is, okay? If someone was like, yeah, I'm a bit tired, I had 7 flights in 1 week, I'd be like, go home. Go home. What are you doing? Go
Day's
home.
cancelled.
Yeah. You don't have to do
remember-
anything right now.
I was flicking through stories and I saw her. I'm like, does that say Singapore? Isn't she in Boston?
You're like,
where is she?
Yeah, I literally was back for 2 days. Like I went from Boston to back home 2 days. Like I got home at like 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday. I had to leave my house like 3 a.m. on the Thursday to then go back to the airport because we had booked Singapore ages ago because I've known my friend is getting married for like months and months and months. So I had that already booked. And then my boss came to me about PAX East and I was like, yeah, that'd be fantastic. Wait, let me check my dates because I'm going somewhere else in May. And I saw that it was 2 days. I'm like, nah, screw it. I can do it. I'm a young, well, I say as my knees crack as I get up from stairs, but up from chairs.
Like, you've been sitting on the plane seat for too long and your knees hurt and you're like, I'm a youth.
Yes, that's why I sat in the aisle so I could get up as much as I wanted and I could drink as much as I wanted. I bought this bottle for it because I was like, that way I don't have to get rid of my Frank Green. This is 1.25 liters and I just constantly would drink. And I would chat shit to the air host and hostesses at the back because they would just give me snacks and fill up my water. And it was almost like they wanted to talk to me, the gal that never sleeps on the 18-hour flight. So...
They're probably bored out of their
worked
mind
out.
too. And like you're a tall girly,
Yes.
so I'm assuming you needed that leggy space.
I just needed to stand up. I had to get the blood from my toes to my brain, you know. I had to get there somehow. But Hey, I'm back now. I'm back with you, lovely ladies. We've been gaming. We wish Doom all the best on her events this week and the next, I believe.
It is, yes.
Yeah. So we will be unsupervised once more. This is not the final time you have seen us.
There will be hats.
Yeah, I'm so sorry we failed on the hats this time, but that won't happen next time. We're coming with something. I don't care if it's a tissue actually, no, I've got my pilot hat from my fundraising. Or it won't
I've
go
got a
with
captain
my
hat, I think.
but we can make it happen.
We can make it work.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I don't care if we have to make it out of a piece of paper. We're making it happen.
Next week is when you want to tune in. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We've thoroughly enjoyed chatting to you. Please let us know in the Discord if you are watching any of the festivals coming up, because June is smashed for it. Like we said, it is Northern Hemisphere summer, so all the game festivals come out. Get cozy, watch them all, and definitely chat to us in the Discord. But we will see you all next week. Thank you again.
We will.
We will see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.